we have inherited a railway system with all the duplication and overlapping resulting from inter-railway competition. And that is clearly demonstrated by this part of the network round Sheffield, one of the most important steel manufacturing areas in the country, and the origin of 1/10 of the railway's freight receipts. Modernisation means not simply new equipment, but the adjustment of services to meet today's needs. Consider a typical load, starting from Attercliffe in the heart of industrial Sheffield. 22 tons of reinforcing rods, in great demand these days for concrete structures. Destination, somewhere towards Manchester. Brake van at each end, guard aboard, it pulls out towards the old Midland main line. Grimesthorpe Junction, it crosses the Wicker branch and sets back into engine shed sidings to pick up more traffic bound for Broughton Lane. Number 85 trip is the name given to this daily operation. Having picked up its load, out again past Grimesthorpe Box and down the main line. On it goes, passing Brightside Junction and Wincobank Station Junction to Meadow Hall. This is where the old Midland Railway connects with the Chapeltown branch of the former Great Central line. And here the train has to reverse, the engine running round. Now we know why the train started off with 2 brake vans. What was the front becomes the rear. On its way down the old Great Central line, joining the Rotherham branch at Tinsley. And number 85 trip ends when it sets back into Broughton Lane sidings. Now another trip is made up, number 210, taking traffic bound for Bernard Road. A different locomotive, a new guard, and another stage in the journey begins. Attercliffe Junction, the lines to the east fork away, but number 210 trip continues on through Woodburn Junction to Bernard Road. On arrival, it is set back into the sidings. It is now on the right line for onward dispatch, and will be made up with other wagons for the same destination during the night. This is the 4th yard our 22 tons of reinforcing rodding has been in, and it is still less than half a mile from where it started. Under the modernisation plan, this must be streamlined. The economy and efficiency of freight services in the area depends on the elimination of outmoded depots and yards. Each railway company vied with the other in penetrating to the heart of the city with small depots designed for the old days of horse-drawn traffic. are congested and cumbersome to operate today, and occupy valuable land in an area where commercial development and expansion of the heavy industries require more elbow room as well as modern freight facilities. A study has shown that much of the land occupied by the 15 goods stations and 11 yards scattered throughout the area can be put to better use. The changes in our form of motive power will mean that 5 of these engine sheds will disappear. Grim reminders indeed of a passing greatness. But a cleaner civilization is crying to be served, and Sheffield has customers aplenty who have embraced the modern techniques. In this factory, cooperation with railway research has evolved a new pallet van, easily loaded through sliding doors on both sides from a forklift truck. And they are trying out an inflatable dunnage bag to keep the load firm and protected. "250 of these vans are now in use to 15 depots spread throughout the country. But such traffic needs sorting and reassembly with train loads for different destinations. To reduce the volume of shunting work and the present need to transfer wagons from one yard to another in Sheffield, most of the marshalling work for the area will be concentrated in one yard to be built on this site at Tinsley. It will replace 9 of the existing yards and will sort out up to 5,000 wagons a day, cutting the working expenses per wagon handled by more than half. The work done at the 15 goods depots in the area will mostly be concentrated at one new terminal to be built at Grimesthorpe, when the steam loco depot yonder is swept away. There is one of these new freight terminals already in operation at Stoke-on-Trent. Two-way radio contact is maintained with road collection and delivery vehicles, and inside the job is highly mechanized. A man can work more efficiently in this kind of building. He can see what he's doing, and the layout enables him to shift more in a day's work so that he can earn more. It takes the place of 9 old depots like this one, where time was spent taking an article for a walk, and mechanical aids were few. Certainly not so mobile as these in the new terminal. This is the freight traffic plan for the future. A great railhead feeding out like a wholesaler to an area and accepting traffic in return, to ensure fully loaded freight trains, dispatched on regular timetables, speeding on their routes to similar centres for overnight delivery.